Hey guys, welcome to my channel. As you can see from the title, this is a get ready with me. I wanted to come on here and show you guys some eye looks. Valentine's Day is around the corner, and yes, I have no makeup on. But my skin is like really glowy because I have some sunscreen on, hence the very high glow look. But just it's all over my face. And I thought I'd also use some new products that I bought. I just did a buy no buy video where I talked about these products and I went ahead and got it. So I just wanted to do like a quick demo. I did not use these completely, so maybe you'd see kind of like a first impressions, but not on all colors, maybe a few colors, whichever I think I want to use at that time. And yeah, but I absolutely will do a dedicated review video on all of these. And also I got the MILANI Cheek Kiss liquid blush. So I'm really into liquid blushes right now. I don't know, it's like a lot of times you literally have no time. But it's true, you just have no time. I just have a little bit of sunscreen on my eyelids. I'm just taking it away, just rubbing it off, and just I'm using the NYX hang on, it's all rubbed off, it's so old. NYX HD something. It's NYX eye primer. So yeah, I'm just putting a little bit under here, just a tiny bit. So a lot of times you have no time, guys. You have no time that I just put on do my skincare routine, which takes some time because I really want my skin to be good. So I kind of use my time to do my skincare routine really well. And then there's hardly time to put on any makeup. So I put on my sunscreen and then I just put this blush, or just liquid blush. I bought the Flower Beauty liquid blush last year, like towards the end of last year, and I like that too. But so I just put this on and it gives my face a really I don't know, it lifts my face up. Just the mere fact that I dab just a few drops onto my cheeks, the blush really works magic. I'm telling you, it's like so underrated because highlighter just came and swept the market. I mean, highlight is no longer fad. It's like part of your routine, right? Just like contouring and everything. I just put some eyeshadow primer on, but I've been telling you guys about how I use a makeup base. Like this is from Makeup Forever. I use this just not on the entire lid because I don't want my entire lid to be dried out. So I just put it on this crease. You see that line where my eye opens, just that line. I just put it along that line. So it doesn't even matter which color I'm using. I'm using yellow today, but it doesn't matter at all, to be honest, because I use so little that it has zero influence or zero yeah, it has zero influence on the end result of my makeup look. Look at that, there's like hardly anything. But that literally, if I put this makeup base on along that the crease, it just dries that area up completely, and it like zero creasing. And I'm talking about 10 hours of wear without creasing, without things moving anywhere. Like I am so in love with this technique, this like technique. I don't even know if you should call it a technique, like a tip maybe, that it just, yeah, you see that? Let me come closer, just along those lines, and it locks that oil. I think it just locks that oil and prevents that oil coming out from my eyelids. So that is something I've been doing, and it's helped my eyeshadow last like 10 hours, like easily, especially in the weekends when we go out. It's like long, where, hang on, oh, I'm sorry, I kind of panicked because I couldn't find my brush, but it was just around. So I've been obsessed with this color combo, pink, oh wait, not pink, purple and red. So that's the look I wanted to do today, just to show you guys. And I have lots of options. I have options from ColourPop. This is, hang on, this is, I can tell this is going to be a really long video. Wow, this color is stunning. Look at that, guys. This is like a reddish burgundy with purple shift. This is in the shade Dream Lover. Incredible. The shift is unbelievable, and that purple really good, looks like glass on the skin. I'm telling you, it looks like glass on the skin. I thought you could use this kind of a purple, like a purple with a reddish base, or you could just use a purple with a pinky base, just a straight up purple. This is more straight up purple, as you can see. And this is from JD Glow, and this color is N-SANE. Or I thought that I very recently featured this eyeshadow palette in my disappointments video, and I'm still disappointed, but the color story that I wanted to use today, they're all in here. And I spent close to $200 on this palette, and I have it. What you're going to do, you know, you're just going to use it. So, or you could use like a totally pinky purple, hang on, pinky purple like this. That is a duochrome actually. It's a very thin, the metallics here are not, I mean, they're nice, except for a few columns. If you want to know in depth, maybe I should do a review on this, on both the palettes, because I have Grande Pro Volume 1 and 2. They deserve review, right? They are very expensive. People need to know. So maybe we'll do a like in-depth review. But why I don't like this palette all that very much, I will link my disappointments video down below. You'll maybe take a look at it. And yeah, so those are like the options I think would go really great with reds. If you want a more muted look, you can go with the one with the red base, or like a popping look, you could do this or this. And then for rose golds, I thought I could use this rosy color as like an, I don't know, like an in-between color, something to bridge the purple and the red. So I wanted to, you could use a rose gold if you have light skin. Now I have dark skin, so rose gold is going to look very light and not, I don't know, I want this to be a transitional color, not so much as a center of the lid popping color. So I want to use something rosy and like with a tone of red to it. That's because I have dark skin, but if you have light skin, just go with a rose gold color, I think. So these are the rosy colors I like. This is White Rabbit from ColourPop. And then this is, again, this is Pressed. This color is called Pressed, and this is from JD Glow. And I think you have a similar color like that in VISEART. Here, this color in the top row. This is like a rosy color as well. So you see that is like kind of lighter. This is a color I don't really prefer. I prefer something rosy and darker, but I could, VISEART eyeshadows really mix with each other well, and you can create a different look. You see, I just mixed a red metallic eyeshadow in here. I actually just took a little bit of this and mixed it with this color, and that is the color you see here. I just darkened it with this. So that is the color you see there. So I thought I'd use that. And then finally for red, just to use a red eyeshadow, I like Ruby from JD Glow again. That's a really dark color. Beautiful color. And then here we just have the red that I mixed in with the light rose gold, this red. So this pretty much, these are the options that at least I have in my collection, which I think will go really well with the look I'm going to create. Maybe I'll just show you guys two different looks, one with a really bright purple and one with a red tone purple. So yeah, let me take a look at my eyes. Probably this has even creased by now. Oh no, it's really nice. You see that? You see how it just dried out, but still my eyelids are slightly tacky, because I did not apply the base all over my eyelids. So yeah, I don't know if I want to use a matte eyeshadow for this look, just because, you know, I think hang on, where is my cleaning thing where I can clean my brush? So just because I think I can make this look work without a matte eyeshadow, but just do what you like, you know, just do what you like. So I'm using the color Dream Lover. This is a sensational color, guys. Beautiful, so incredibly beautiful. And I'm just applying it on my inner. Look at that shift. Do you see the burgundy? So I haven't updated you guys on my year last year, where I have been, because I didn't do a buy don't buy video. I didn't do any looks kind of things, like, you know, get ready with me, take it easy looks, nothing like that. I was just kind of absent. Oh my god, there's been a lot of sickness going on last year. That is my inner 1/3. I feel this will really kind of, this is more like a toned down kind of a purple as opposed to the bright purple, and this would really give a go more, what am I trying to say? Sound like a broken record. More. This goes more well with the red because it has like a reddish base. So yeah, anyways, there's been a lot of sickness. Last year started with what can I say, started with, I'm just using a rosy shade. This is from JD Glow, or you could just use the shade White Rabbit from ColourPop as well. I'm just using this. So last year started with flu for both my daughters. So do you see how it kind of, I don't know, I feel it really goes on well. It looks like a duochrome almost, like a purple to orangey shift. So I'm just putting that in my center of my lid. And at the end, I'm just taking this shade Ruby, or you can just use any red shade. Just putting it in the outer V. I know I've been trying to tell you guys what the sickness is, and I'm interrupting myself. I'm just putting it in my outer V, and I'm just using the same brush, to be honest. I'm not changing any brushes. I know it all looks kind of unblended, but we will definitely blend it, don't worry. So the year started with flu, to be honest. The year started with flu, and both my daughters got it. And they did get a flu shot and everything. They did get a flu shot. I'm just blending this rose gold, this rose shade and the red together. So, but still they did get it. And so it wasn't like a full-blown flu attack, you know, a flu thing going on. But still, they are little kids, both under the age of 5 when they got it. And they just couldn't take it. It was really hard on them. And so, yeah. That was really hard to watch them suffer, to go through that. Flu is really bad. So it was kind of very hard to watch them suffer. I'm just adding more purple because if I look straight, it looks more of a orange to red look. But I want it to be a purple to red look. So I'm adding more purple. I should have added more. But, you know, it's like gradual building up, and depending on or depending on how you want the look to appear, you can just modify and change it. So, and then my oh, by the way, I did not get the flu. Both my kids got it, and then it was my husband's turn. So he did not get a flu shot last year. So he got a full-blown flu. It was like, it hit him hard, and it was just the entire, I think, 3 months of Jan, Feb, and March, all 3 months last year, I was just driving my family around to the doctor, pharmacy, and back home. Again, revisiting the doctor, pharmacy again. And then, oh, by the way, I did not get the flu. I didn't get the flu, but I did get fall sick later on the month following them. I think they fell sick in February, and then I fell sick in March. And then by the time everybody got better, it was time to head to India. So this is the look this is the final look, to be honest. It's more of a purple, reddish purple, and then like you see how the rose colors kind of melted in with the purple, because I want that rose to be like more of a bridge color and not like a lid shade, like the center of the lid shade. I want it to be kind of in between. So you could just add more purple if you want to. I've just added more and more purple. So that is the look. You may or might not like this look. I'm currently obsessed with this purple to red combination, so I like this look. So let me show you how this look would look if we use like a bright purple, something like this. The second one, the second from the top, that looks like a bright, true, cool toned purple. So after that, it was time to head to India, and then we came back, and then settling all over. And then once you lose track of new products, you know, or kind of you just look away for a little bit from Instagram and just makeup releases and beauty community. If you look away from the beauty community on social media for a little bit, it's a little bit difficult to start keeping track of things again. I'm going to use this pink to purple duochrome, very cool toned, on the lid to show you guys if you like this or that, whichever you want to choose. You see how this is more muted and this is more bright. So once you look away from the beauty community, it's like so hard to again start to keep track of things. So that's what happened. I just looked away for a month, for maybe 4 months. Okay, 4 months, because with all the sickness and the hospital visits, I just looked away. And then the India vacation, and then coming back, I looked away for 4 or 5 months, and I kind of lost track of things. Now I'm going to mix the rose gold and the red together, because you see how washed out that looks and how rich this looks. Because I have darker skin, a lighter rose gold is just going to look washed out and it's not going to complement the look. So now I just use the rose gold. VISEART shadows, I know I don't like this particular palette, but still the metallics really mix well. I'm going to pick up this red. This is the kind of mixing I'm going to do. I'm just going to pick up this red in the brush and just going to apply over this, and you'll see how it mixes. You see how they darkened? That's the amount of mixing. I'm not taking it out. I'm not mixing it in a little palette and not putting it back. That's the amount of mixing I'm doing. That's it. And if you want to lighten it up, I'm going back into the rose gold shade a little bit and just tapping it gently. So that is a rose, that is like I changed it from a rose gold to like a deep rose color. So yeah, and then we are going to the red shade here, just the straight up red here. And then, oh, by the way, there was a record drought season going on in Chennai. That's the city I'm from, and that my family lives there, so we went to visit there. And just in Chennai, there was a record break drought going on, meaning people didn't have water. There was not the kind of drought that was going on in California, where people had water to drink, people had enough water to water your front lawn, back lawn, backyard, front yard, and all to please the aesthetic stuff in your house. You know, this is the drought I'm talking about in India. In Chennai, there was no groundwater whatsoever. People usually bore wells in their own homes to just get water, because the groundwater is like good, it's like fresh, and it's just like own your water. You don't have to depend on anybody else. So drilling and boring wells in your own house is very, it's a popular opinion. It's like people do it all the time. It's just in the cities like a concrete jungle. It's a big metropolitan city, so the population is so much that everybody has used up the groundwater. There is no groundwater. It's not like the entire city is wiped out, but if you go to the outskirts, you probably find, and if you bore a well, you'd find groundwater, but not in the heavily densely populated areas. So private companies would go outskirts and they would drill and they would bring water in like big water lorries, like a lorry is a truck, big water lorries, and they just sell water to the general public. So that's pretty much what went on when I went there. People I know people who have drilled or bored twice or thrice in their own home, like to see if I drill here, will I get groundwater? If I move, I don't know, 50 feet or like 500 feet away from that and drill again, will I find groundwater there? So they have drilled everywhere and they could not find any groundwater. People have resorted to buying water. So it was really hard. The drought was severe, guys, severe, to the point that I'm just taking this red from VISEART and just applying the lower lash line. You could definitely obviously use a matte shadow, I'm just a little lazy, so I'm just going in with just what I have right now. I'm just slightly dabbing it right here. There. So using your own bath water to flush the toilet, I know we are getting a little TMI, but I'm comparing California drought to Chennai drought. California drought, people water their front lawn, their backyard. In fact, they get angry when they say conserve water and stop watering your grass, stop watering your plants. People get angry. I know. I literally met someone who got angry. That's how entitled people were. So I know I'm not afraid to pass judgment. That's entitlement. If it's a drought, you better say water. What the hell? Anyways, but here, the drought that I'm talking about in Chennai was people save their bath water to flush their toilets. That's how little, that's how much there's no water. It's just in the center of the city, like in the heart of the city where there's a dense population. Obviously, like I said, if you go outside, outskirts, you can drill and you can get water, but whose land are you going to drill on? Like, really? So yes, and companies were just popping up here and there who would just drill outside. Oh, by the way, inner corner highlight. I'm just going to, is everything blended? Hang on, I've just been chatting that I haven't really noticed. I think this is all right. I don't know, guys. I'm just here to give you guys like a guideline as to the kind of look I'm going for. If you don't like this, obviously change it. I'm applying more purple because, as I said, I don't want to be a purple, rose and gold, rose and red look. I want to be a purple and a red look, more purple and red rose. So I'm just putting in more purple. So yeah, people would just buy. So you'd see like big, huge water lorries coming in like in the middle of the night. And like I said, people always like bore wells. They also had tanks. Since they had wells in the house, they also had overhead tanks. You'd usually find it's the tanks in the terrace also or underground. So you'd have big tanks that stored large amounts of water. Like if you fill it, you probably don't have to buy more water for a few months, like 2 months or 3 months or so, something like that. If you use it wisely, that is. Otherwise, you'd have to refill like in next month or so, which is not that good. So just you'd find people buying water. Oh wait, inner corner highlight, sorry. So that was a drought I experienced, and it was definitely an experience. It got people's attention. It got global attention because that severe drought, I'm telling you, it was bad, really bad. It got attention. I wanted to do something very unpredictable and use this yellow as my inner corner highlight. I know, bright purple and this yellow. I initially thought it may not work, but it looks good. I don't know, I like it. I'm just putting it in the corner and just blending it with this, just right there. If you don't want like a bright look or like a very bold look, just put it right here. Just put it here and you should be good. Just there is good. You don't have to bring it all the way up here and blend it with the crease. You don't have to do it. So I'm just, yeah. These are two different looks, so don't be alarmed. That's it. So let's put on, I know it looks a little crazy. I don't know if you guys might like this look. Tell me if you like this look. I like it, so that's why I'm showing it to you guys. I've used this combo for a few times. That's saying a lot because I never repeat a look. Hardly repeat a look. The Chennai drought definitely got some global attention. Bernie Sanders gave us a shout out here when the drought was going on. I mean, it's not a big achievement because we got attention for the wrong reasons. We didn't achieve anything. This is like a result of global warming. I did not tell you guys the reason for a drought, although it's kind of obvious. There was no rain. The monsoons completely skipped Chennai. last year, and it was like terrible. We didn't even have a drop of rain. But this year it's definitely getting better. And yeah, I think it's slowly recovering. Now I think the government has taken over for the private parties who were drilling out in the outskirts and bringing water. And now the government itself is doing it. And it's, you still have to buy water, but it's a little cheaper. It's not expensive as the private parties who were doing it. So I'm just, now it's better, right? With the black eyeliner, it kind of brings it down. I'm just, what am I showing you guys? I'm just showing it to you. I'm just sharpening it. What else? That was a big experience for me because I haven't really lived. After me becoming an adult, I never really lived through a drought. So this was a major experience for me to, I mean, we know that the winters are getting colder and whatnot. And this one was seriously bad. I'm just blending that kajal out into the red slightly, not too much. And then I'm repeating it again here. Now this look kind of looks grounded, I think. So that was my experience, guys. That was global warming really hit me in the face last year. And millions and other, I mean, you know how populated India is. So even one city has a lot of people living there. And a lot of people there. So yeah. It's so much so that it became an icebreaker. Anytime I would go, people won't know what to tell me, and they'll be like, oh, how's the drought? How's the drought going on? How are you guys managing? It was like a major icebreaker. Even meeting relatives whom I don't know, whom I don't like. It was a major icebreaker to start with, and you just get chatting with them and stuff like that. So this is the kind of look that I was going for. Hang on. The eyeliner on this eye is a little bit crooked. I can see it. It's too obvious. So I'm just going to fix that. So what have you got? Something, how was your year last year? Did something crazy happen? Did you guys experience something crazy like the way I did? What else? I think that's pretty much it. That was like pretty much my big experience from last year, living through a drought for just 6 weeks. Yeah, just 6 weeks, and I have so much stories to tell you guys. Imagine people actually living there. Oh, by the way, I just want to kind of create like a very blended look. So I'm going to use this shade and just going to blend it out here to give that airbrushed look. Just cleaning my brush, just getting some on my brush and just underneath here, just to give like a very airbrushed look. See, now it looks more airbrushed than this. Something this particular shade has been coming very handy. This is from the Feral palette. It's come very handy for me to get that airbrushed look underneath. So yeah, that is that, and even here to give that very airbrushed look, like not an airbrush, like a clean look. So yeah, I know it's a little crazy. I should have toned it down, but it's okay. Just do just modify this look the way you want it to. So what else? I've been enjoying a new YouTuber here, and her name is Patricia Bright. She is not new, and she's been here for a while, but I recently discovered a channel, Patricia. Oh, I got something here. Patricia Bright is really funny. I find her funny, and I really like her content and everything that she does. And yeah, I've been loving her content. She's funny. She makes me laugh. So I've been loving her content. Tell me if you have discovered any new YouTuber here, or even on Instagram. On Instagram, I've been loving Russian Girl's Instagram page, and I love the way she does her makeup. It's all like so. Someone told me that I make yesterday, very recently. It was an amazing compliment. She said how I make like crazy bright looks. Kind of looks wearable when she sees it on me. It doesn't look crazy and unwearable, she says. That was a great compliment. One of my biggest inspiration is Gaotha Saoirse. Saoirse, I think that's her name. She's Russian, and I will link her Instagram page down below, and her looks are incredible. It's always like bright, vibrant, but it's all blended out. The colors are like blended into each other. She does not do cut creases. I do not like cut creases. I just don't like it. Oh my gosh. I know I can do it, but I dislike it so much that I didn't even bother to try it. Honestly, that's the reason. I didn't even bother to learn it because I just don't like it. There are so many talented Instagram people and even on YouTube. But the reason I just don't follow them or take a, I don't know, I just don't take a look at their page or their get ready with me is because they do get, you know, cut creases all the time. Cut creases are, I don't know, I don't think they are that creative, and they're just so monotonous, and it's just not something I like. I don't think it, I don't know, I hate it. I just never liked it from the beginning. I mean, it looked good, but I would never wear it. I just didn't bother to learn it, to be honest. So yes, that is that. And what else? Oh, we made like my husband and I made a huge expensive purchase last year. That is a Peloton exercise bike. I know. I don't know if you guys heard that Peloton was recently in like a little bit of controversy. I just want to blend out because when I look straight, I want everything like blended out. So this is something I always do at the end. I look straight into the mirror and I just like blend everything out. Like I'm looking here and just I'm not even closing my eyes. I'm just blending everything. I think it really looks pretty and like blended out and everything. Oh, I think I pushed that lash down when I was blending it out. I'm just touching it up back. So I bought the Peloton bike. Let me know if you guys want to know my opinion. I've used it for 3 months, and let me know if you guys think that you want to know and how it is and everything. It was expensive. It was like $2,000. And it was pretty expensive, and I was so skeptical. My husband like used it once in a gym, and he was obsessed. He thought it was like the best thing ever. And it's pretty expensive. First of all, like I said, it's like $2,000, and then you would have to pay like a monthly subscription. I'm just using this. This is like a Cheek Kiss liquid blush from Milani, and this is in the shade Rose Romance. It's a rosy shade. It's a rose shade, as you can see. These are not that pigmented, not as pigmented as the, so I'm just putting it here. That's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm just putting it here, using my fingers. Look, guys, I'm not teaching you basics of makeup. I'm just showing you colors that I'm just using. So you don't have to follow what I'm doing. And look at that, just blend it out. I literally didn't even look at the mirror when I'm applying this, but it just blended it out. It's pretty good, right? It's pretty easy. So that is that blush. This is the look I was talking about. It gives like a very beautiful flushed look. And for highlighter, I thought I'd use this. Yes, I haven't set my face with powder yet. I'm directly applying this to my sunscreen because I want excuse me, I want things to stick. Where the hell is my, oh, did I even bring a brush? Nope, I did not. So what I have is a kabuki brush, which I'm going to dip a little bit of in this color. I'm just trying to do what I have, just trying to finish the look. I don't want to take a break, and I'm just dabbing it there. It is not the right brush, I'm sorry, but look at that. It still works. The highlighter really clings on, right? The highlighter is really clinging on to the wetness of the liquid blush and the sunscreen. And I don't know if you've noticed, the highlighter itself has a adds a more of a, this color adds more of a blushed look to the face. It adds to the blush that I've already used. This is not the right brush to use, FYI. I'm just a little lazy to go get a new one, the right one. So that is it, guys. That is my cheek highlighter and blush look, and I'm going to finally set my face with this palette. I should look at that. I should have put this palette in my most used makeup video. I will link it down below. If you're interested, you can watch it, for the year 2019. But this is not available. I don't think this palette is available anymore. So I'm just taking my Kabuki brush again. I'm just setting my eyes there to take away. You see how the big difference that it made? I'm just setting it, and then I'm not touching the blush and the highlighter. I'm just going underneath, just dabbing. Now this is so easy. I'm just putting it just under my hair and putting the fringe back. I'm just doing this. This is so easy for me because I don't wear foundation, to be honest. That's why this whole thing is like so easy for me to do. This is what an e.l.f. Kabuki face brush. So that's it. I think I finished my entire face cheek routine with just one brush, and that is it. Oh, Glossier's Boy Brow. It's been so long since I used it. It's almost like empty. So tell me if you, I personally like I think I started with Peloton with how expensive it was and it just broke it off. So Peloton is expensive, $2,000, right? And then what you have to do is you have to pay like $35 or $36 a month as a subscription fee so that you'd get those classes. Peloton is pretty much like you get like a personal trainer with you, but it's more obviously it's like through web, so you definitely need an internet connection for the Peloton to work, and in order for you to stream those classes. So there are like at least like 10 trainers there, men, women. In fact, I was surprised to see women of different sizes who are also trainers, so that was nice. Different age group as well. They were not like very young, they're not young people. I definitely saw 2 women who were like 40 plus, definitely, and they were not like, they were a little bit maybe bigger than me, you know, so appeared to be bigger. I know I have narrow shoulders, so I kind of look kind of narrow and petite. I'm not. I'm definitely on the fatter side. So anyways, I was kind of outraged by the fact that I have to spend $2,000 on Peloton and then again spend money on the subscription fees. That too, it's not $10 or anything. Now, it's not like subscribing to Netflix. It's like $35 or $36 every month. But I gotta say, I feel it kind of helps in a way because you're not doing the same exact exercise over and over again. It's like different classes, different exercise, different routines, and different people. It kind of keeps it, I don't know, it like stops you from getting bored. If you're exercising on your own, you kind of get bored, and I have no knowledge about how to exercise. If I go, start running, I just run in one speed and that's it. Maybe increase a little bit and then decrease a little bit, that's it. And then your body might get used to that and probably might not respond the way you want it to after a point. So this taking different classes, like every day, like 20 minutes, 15 minutes, they have different length of classes. So taking those classes every day is a little different and kind of surprises you. It keeps you from getting bored, and you're seeing different people, different faces, and different sounds. They have like lots of songs going on like in the background to keep you like working, and they encourage you. I gotta say the whole package kind of works. I was very skeptical. Now I already have a lipstick on my lips, but I don't want it. It's kind of beige, so I'm going to take it off and apply like a pinky color. This is Rhubarb from, as you can see, it's like a beautiful pink color, and I feel it will complement my cheeks really well. So I'm going to apply that. See that? Stunning color. I love Rhubarb, the shade. This is like, you've seen spring makeup, right, on models, and you see a color like this on their lips, and that particular lipstick would not look like that on dark skin, on my skin tone. So this is that fresh pink, bright, like spring pink color for dark skin, the color Rhubarb. I don't know if they're still around. If it is, pick it up because it's a beautiful color, very, very pretty. But I think the AMUSE BOUCHE line is being redone completely vegan from Bite Beauty, so I think they might release it later this year. But otherwise, yes guys, this is my finished look. Let me come a little closer. Hope you guys like it. Hope it wasn't like too crazy out there for you guys. You can please put your own modification, your own spin on it. This, I've been chatting here for very long, yes, because I gotta go, and I will see you guys very soon. Hit the thumbs up button and hit the subscribe button if you like what you're watching, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye bye.